Oh no, I'm live. Hi, and I forgot to get my pencil and again. Can I have the phone quick? You said to me too quick. But hi.
I told you to have stuff ready to go every time, man.
Let's see how long.
I've given you 2 of my pencils already.
I know what Ryan is
I
already.
can prove it. All I have to do is play the last 4 or 5 live streams, and it's like, okay, I give you this pencil, I give you that pencil. Where's your pencil? You know?
Mhm.
I'm not helping you this time.
Okay.
He can't find his pencils again. I already gave him 2 of my personal pencils. He's lost one of my black ones, one of these, and he's already live streaming.
Doesn't matter. He can't find it.
And it's like he's showing off the things in the room that he's not supposed to be. It's like I have one private area, and you had it turned toward my area. I'm not happy today.
I'm sorry.
It's like I don't even know if these beans are good. I don't know if I have food to eat later.
The hamburgers and the thing, you want me to get it?
No.
In here?
School problem, people. I know I saw a pencil down here, y'all. Mom? Got it. Oh. It just,
You have something solid to write.
yeah, I didn't fill that one. All right.
So you need to come to my classes prepared. All right. You need to have. All I'm asking for is a pencil, a sharpener, and something hard to write on. That's all I ask.
Yes. And confirmed. Look it, there is math printed on the back here. And I hate it. My life is ruined.
You have a second one of these.
Yep. I like my stupid Chromebook.
Oh my! No, your Chromebook has to.
It's not like your stupid Chromebook.
Yeah. I don't have enough time in the day to go through all the things that they're trying to make me do here, and I cannot be affording to screw around waiting for you to find the tools to do it. It's not monk life, it's irresponsible, and I don't run my classes that way.
As I realized, this right here F's up the rest of this.
Why?
There used to be, I know by spelling, I should, and there used to be more where this should be.
Here.
Hey, don't blame me for that. It was my fault.
Well, yeah, that's why you show it.
There's only 10 questions for this one? Mom just vilified me.
Yeah, you vilify yourself by not, doing things that I know you're capable of doing.
The only good news of today is that it's warm outside.
Yeah, so hopefully we can do the next one out.
The one thing I hate about this freaking laptop is that the light makes me look so white on this.
I know. It amplifies the lighting. You can probably adjust the settings. We'll do that later. Just luminous.
Yeah. Good news is that Mom's let me borrow a mouse, so Minecraft's gonna be way easier to play now.
What are you doing?
I'm doing complete this instance to demonstrate your knowledge of the words in bold.
Okay, so what you got so far?
If someone vilified me, I'd feel bad and hurt characterly.
Well, we should know, right?
Yeah, like all the time it happens.
I know.
A servile attitude is one that is humble, overly willing to serve. I'd reproach anyone who hurt innocent children or animals. If anyone asked me how I was doing, my rejoinder would be, "How are you doing?"
A servile attitude is required to be in best order, too.
Cool, okay. An example of hindrance is a boulder. It's true.
A what?
A boulder.
A boulder?
Hindrance.
Hindrance, yeah. You can hinder your path, yeah.
I'm very gullible.
Gullible.
Gullible. Mom, he would be gullible if I believed rainbows had gold at the end. Let's take one giant step back. It's impossible to reach. That's gonna be like some Tesla car, some rare car. That's at the end of the rainbow. It comes at the times. Bad thing about messengers is I never know how to screw it back on. Alright, finally. Now I can get back to work. That person don't get to send me. That's me.
And now they're done.
Just like that.
Dad left for work, so I guess there we go. Oh my god, Dad left for work. That's like a long time ago, but I just don't realize.
A person I would give an ovation to is...
Remember, that's like applause, praise.
No one.
Something.
Somebody.
You did. Once upon a time.
Sometimes I feel alienated to cause to feel unfriendly. When the Quincy healer attacked me.
Yeah, basically, after everything that happened, we felt pretty alienated.
I don't trust dogs.
Even when they went after Dad yesterday.
Dogs suck. No matter what you guys say. It's true. No dogs like me. It's all true. An example of a person who is ordained in a special ceremony is ordained.
You're ordained to be a monk.
Ordained means that?
Dad and I are ordained priests. Ordained by God himself, the Aten itself.
A monk, right? It's a monk, right?
It means like it's like just going to happen, or it's like an ordained like rule.
I said a monk.
What?
A monk.
As a matter of fact, I have to do your invitations to begin those.
Mm-hmm. A fervent supporter. Oh, Baz says fervent. Gives me the fervent feeling. Having or showing great warmth or deep feeling. Right? Isn't that like the best feeling we have?
It is. It usually comes with like a fervor, like an excitement to it, but
I'm a fervent supporter of Nintendo.
there you
So I want to work there. Done with this 2E and 20D.
go. Okay, so let's alternate reading the text, and then we'll finish it up. And I think you should be done with the whole lesson, right?
Mm-hmm. Paul Robinson, All-American. In his 1958 autobiography.
So we can hear.
In his 1958 autobiography, which by the way means self, he wrote about himself.
There you go. Auto.
Paul Robinson tells of bringing home from school a test on which he had scored 99 out of a possible 100. When his father reproached him for not getting a perfect score, Paul tried to explain that no one ever gets 100. His father's rejoinder was a simple question. Then why did you not? Why do they have it? Robinson's father had encountered and overcome great difficulties in his life. Born an enslaved person in 1945, he escaped to freedom at the age of 15 and joined the Union Army. Just as bad. Union Army at the outbreak of the Civil War. Yeah, this is just as bad.
Because they would, you could earn your freedom that way. Once you served, you got your paper so that you could be like a free American and actually be able to buy land and all that nonsense.
Huh.
Bribes.
Oh my god. Later, he attended Lincoln University near Philadelphia and was ordained a minister. At a time when African Americans were expected. I thought when African Americans existed, when African Americans were expected to be servile, Mr. Robinson was a strong advocate of racial justice and equality. Mama. Right here, as Robinson. What? I did not mean to do that.
What happened?
Something got pressed and it opened up my.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Okay. As Robinson instilled a strong sense of purpose and principle in his 8 children, he demanded much of them. Paul, the youngest, born in 1898, especially rose to the challenge. In 1915, he won a 4-year scholarship to Rutgers College. However, as the 3rd African-American student ever to attend and the only one enrolled at that time, he felt alienated from his classmates. His presence on campus provoked both verbal and physical abuse from more overtly racist students. But Robinson showed great forbearance in the face of these attacks. His response was to excel in everything he attempted. He won prizes for public speaking and served on the student council. He earned 12 varsity letters in football, baseball, basketball, and track.
Not and there's me. I learned nothing.
In 1917 and 1918, he earned a place on the All-American football team. He ended his final year with the highest grades of his graduating class. God. Was he a happy person?
And there's me. Guru learned nothing. Visible.
We take things for granted in today's society with all the education we have available to us,
Since the people are just willfully ignorant. It's like back then when you could have the smartest people in the world and they only learned from like books and street smarts, and now it's like you have Google that gives you the freaking access to everything in the world at any moment's notice, and people ignore it. They're just willfully ignorant. It's like, no, I'm gonna just look at dumb memes. And that's fine when you're a child and when you're a teenager, but come on.
When you're an adult like mom.
Yeah, 30, 35 years old, it's like, come on, you've got to start paying attention.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of what's available to you. Go ahead.
To finish an education at Columbia Law School, Robinson worked at various jobs, playing professional football and acted in plays on weekends. I lost my area. Okay. However, after graduation, he practiced law only briefly. He was hired by a white law firm in New York City, but the pervasive racism he encountered led him to abandon that career. He believed he would be prevented from working effectively as a lawyer. Instead, Robinson began devoting his time to acting in plays and giving concerts in which he sang spirituals. The traditional folk songs of African Americans has his rich, deep, excessive singing voice. Excessive. That's like why I have excessive voice. Along with the friendly, warm rappers he developed with his audiences, made him a successful and popular performer. We just have a whole nother page to go. Here you go.
Within a few years, Robeson's fame was worldwide. His performance as Othello marked the first Broadway appearance by an African-American actor in the role. The production's 296 performances surpassed the record of any previous Broadway Shakespearean drama. Later in Showboat, when he sang Old Man River on opening night, the ovation he received was overwhelming. The song became forever associated with Robeson. I'll find it for you. I know this song. It's very deep and it's very sad.
It's okay.
It's good.
I don't like sad.
Well, but it shows that, with art, with music, you can reach people, you can touch them, and that was many, many years ago. And even I know this song, it's like it's in your blood, you can feel it,
Okay. I like songs like that.
It's very powerful. As he toured countries around the world performing in concerts and theater, Robeson recognized similarities between the struggles of poor working people in America with those of poor in other countries. Along with his regularly scheduled concerts, he often gave additional performances with low admission price so that any who wished to hear him sing could attend. He refused to perform in theaters that had segregated seating. Through both song and speech, he conveyed a message of peace, freedom, and racial equality for all people. We're right here at Throughout.
Throughout the 1910s and 1930s and 1940s, Robinson was lionized. Oh my god, I even used my past spelling word.
I know.
Lionized. Whenever he went, tens of thousands of people attended his concerts. However, after World War III, Robinson was deeply disturbed by the unfair treatment.
It's Robeson. There's no
Robeson? Yeah. Okay, treatment that he saw in his own country. Returning African-American soldiers who had fought for the freedom of European citizens continued to be treated as a second-class citizen back in the United States. Robeson spoke out fervently against this, both in the United States and other countries.
The United States government, regarding both his views and his words as inflammatory, acted. In 1950, his passport was confiscated. Robeson was vilified in the press as a communist because of his political beliefs. He was called gullible for continuing support and friendship with the Soviet people. After these attacks, his popularity with American audiences declined sharply. He was forbidden to leave the country unless he recanted his political views. This he would not do. Concert halls, record companies, and television stations refused to have anything to do with him. These hindrances prevented him from continuing his life as an artist.
That's not going to stop me from being an artist.
No, inevitably, it slowed him down, that's all.
In 1958, his passport was returned. In part of In part as a result of pressure exerted by his supporters in countries throughout the world, Robeson was able to resume performing in concerts and speaking his mind. He continued his autobiography, Here I Stand, and no one was ever in doubt where Robeson stood on the issues of racial inequality and freedom. Boom.
That's him.
Is that him?
That's him. This is him. Go ahead. Is it my turn?
No.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's listen to this as we continue.
Sorry. Okay. I thought I lost my pencil again. Answer each question the following with a sentence. If your question does not contain a vocab word from the lesson's word list, use one in your answer. Use each word only once. So, rejoinder is used. Ordained, used. Overt, used. Forbearance, used. Alright. What was Paul Robeson's father's rejoinder meant to suggest?
Wait, what?
What was Paul Robeson's father's rejoinder meant to suggest?
Let me read them first. See how deep it was?
Mm-hmm. For that guy?
Yeah.
Jeez.
This is the guy we were just reading about. Okay, so when Paul came home with only 99 out of 100 questions right, his father was like, well, why do they have 100 then if nobody can get it? So what does he mean by that? He said,
What's the point of having 100?
Yeah, what's the point of having 100? I mean, it's like, obviously you can get 100 if it's on the paper.
Yeah.
Not really what's the point, but obviously you can get 100 if it's on there.
The father not too nice.
No, it sounds pretty tough. But it's like
Sounds like Mufasa.
And so you understand. I mean, it's like they're held to higher standards because of the things that we've gone through. We want better for you, and we want you to have an open outlook.
Yeah.
See things coming. So yeah, I mean, we're a little bit tough on you. This guy seems like he might be a little bit tougher. But I understand.
I said obviously you can get 100 if it's on the paper. That's what I said.
Okay.
What does it mean if ordained is used in the passage? Every time you say this, is this the normal meaning?
Yeah, he's ordained as a minister. So he was
He was hired?
No. It's over there. Remember ordained, it's like you were ordained as a monk, you're ordained as a priest.
Yeah, I have to find the actual definition though. To order or pregrance.
No, wait, what?
To order or pregrance.
No, what's the other meaning?
To install as a minister, priest, or rabbi. That one.
Yeah. Because it can be a rule, too.
Cool song, though.
Yeah, it's old. I mean, it's from like the 30s, 40s, and 50s, I think. Let's see, does it say?
Why did the United States government...
See, this is what technology is good because you can look this stuff up.
Yeah.
Reach into the past and find that, hear what they're talking about.
Hear us, aliens. Why did the United States government object to Robeson's views in 1950?
They thought he was a communist.
But can we use a spelling word there?
Okay.
The ones that are available are alienate, fervent, gullible, hindrance.
I thought he was gullible and trying to still be friends with the Soviet Union. So there you go. Old Man River by Paul Robeson.
Okay. He said he was gullible, We're trying to be friends with who?
The Soviet people, which is the Russians.
It worked, didn't it? You became friends, and you not?
Kenyala got back to you. He says, no, just you. Well, game on then.
I have to write an essay on every discussion.
Every single discussion question.
Well, I can make your buckle. That's how I fucking freaking feel. Can you believe that?
And it's like, why is it because we don't have reading or because we don't have science? Well, that doesn't make up for having reading or science. Overloading you with this stuff doesn't make up for it. You know? No. All right. Those are low priority to me now.
All right. What overt?
If we have time.
What overt step did the United States government officials take against Robeson?
Overt. Okay, so they confiscated his passport.
Not hid in public. Not hid is what it means.
Yeah, they said
They took his passport.
there was other evidence there for what else they did. Remember they basically they alienated him from the public.
Do I really need to spell that word?
Yeah.
They took passport.
But it would work there.
Yeah.
Took his passport. There was other things. Go find out what other things they did to him.
I can't believe that.
It's okay, I'll be writing to your principal this weekend.
He was treated as a second-class citizen.
Yeah, okay. So wait, it said specifically the government, didn't it?
Yeah, he was treated. Like
By the government?
probably, yeah.
Okay, you can write that. I don't know. I mean, probably. I don't know. Ask the poor and the wretched how they're treated in the courts of the justice halls. Sure. Justice only rings true for the rich.
Not the justice up the road.
Obviously.
All right. Would it be accurate to say the United States government and press treated Robeson with forbearance in the 1950s? Explain.
With forbearance, that means patience and kindness.
Patience. Yes.
No, they did not.
Self-control. No.
The government did not treat him with forbearance, right? Is that what it's saying?
Bless me. And by the way, I only asked Kenyala because, for one, I don't know if Dylan responds, and two, comments the same for 8th graders too.
Ah.
So I asked Kenyala, and he seems like he's in contact more than me. So yeah, don't go to Pirate Mountain School, people, if you're thinking about it.
It used to be
At
a
least
good
if
school.
you're in,
No,
grades.
no, Mrs. Green's class.
Miss Green's class, the only one. that's good.
Kindergarten through
Second,
second grade. You're good
and then
to go.
leave. Because from 3rd to 8th.
But it wasn't always like that. It's only been since the new principal came in. He's from the city. He doesn't understand how we do it out here.
We're per underground school. He does not deserve it.
Anyway,
It's too good.
that's here. You're not here to slam your skull, but we'll discuss some things.
How do you know that Robeson was a success and showboat? Spelling what we need. Just alienate, pervert, forbearance, hindrance, inflammatory, ovation, recant, reproach, survival, surpass, and vilify.
So what do you think? How do you know it was good? Think of applause. Think of praise.
Oh, ovation?
He received an ovation for his performance. Good job.
I don't get one. Thank you. Why would it be inaccurate to describe Robeson as uninterested in social issues? Spelling word.
I remember there being a quote about it in here. About how he approached.
Oh, here. There's a story right here.
So to say. The
Here's
way that
first
he
part.
approached the. It's gonna be fervent, I think.
Fervent? What's that mean again?
With a fervor. Okay, let me see the other part of it. Let's see, look at this. Okay, Robeson spoke out fervently against this. Okay, so returning African Americans who had fought freedom for Americans. He spoke out fervently against this in both the United States and other countries. So the United States government regarding both his views and his words as inflammatory. So yeah, check that out too. You can use
Fervent?
fervent, I think. 'Cause
What does it mean again?
he spoke out fervently against political issues.
Okay. There we go. What is an adjective that could not be used to describe Robeson?
What is not
Yeah. What is one what is one adjective
a one objective?
that could not be used to describe Robeson?
Okay, so what do you got?
Alienate, hindrance, inflammatory, recant, reproach, surveil, surpass, and vilify.
I don't know if he was overly. I don't know.
Inflammatory? Hindrance? He's not hindrance.
I know. Let's go. Let's leave that one and move on and see.
There's
what
only
else
one
we-
question after this.
What is it?
Why?
I thought I saw
Why?
more here. Yeah, I did
What? Where?
for sure. So,
Uh,
not dude. I mean, you haven't been working that long. We just started the
30
day.
minutes.
We just started the day. 15 more minutes you give me.
I'm doing this every day.
You think that the Asian parents are bad for having a Kemetic parent?
Anyway, why was Robeson banned from foreign travel between 1950 and 1958? I have my own special issues to deal with too. Anyway, why was Robeson banned from foreign travel between 1950 and 1958?
We thought he was because of his inflammatory remarks. Remember, they thought he was gonna
Yeah.
like cause some stuff to happen. Goddess forbid. Can't have that. It's like shake things up a little bit.
Inflammatory what remarks?
You can also check the evidence yourself. Why do I have to remember everything?
I'm doing the hardest part. That's writing it down.
No, you need to remember it though. You need to learn these things. You can't just write it down. If you want just me to write it down, I'll write it down, and you can do the thinking.
It's okay. Let me go blow my nose. Allergies.
All right. So while he's going to do that,
They can do all my work.
we will move on to the next question, which is for what did Robeson reproach the United States after World War II ended? And then why did Robeson practice law for very long? Do you know that one?
I didn't hear it. What?
Never mind. I see that we have reproach used on the next page. We also have gullible. So that's not going to work on the one that we had gullible on.
Really?
Really.
I
Sorry.
have my sharpener.
No, that is not a sharpener.
It is.
He doesn't know basic words.
There's no point. Reproach. So let's X off. Alright, so we're here now. For what did Robeson reproach the United States after World War II ended?
Let's find our text evidence.
What?
I'm going to go and find the word reproach. Yeah.
I just love my
They've made
pencil.
this really weird. Can
I
I
lost.
see?
I yeeted my pencil back soon. I think it.
I don't know.
Ow!
What was that?
For one, I needed my pencil by accident because I was going like this, and then my stupid wrist hit my jaw, which didn't make my time.
Okay, can I have the other text evidence? Things have just been really off for us lately, man. It's like there's something going on.
Ever since the horses broke our feet.
Okay, so we need to find out what World War is all screwed up.
Pentagram.
Okay, however, after World War II, Robeson was deeply disturbed by the unfair treatment that he saw in his own country, returning African
I have to read it
American
myself.
soldiers. I know, who had fought for the freedom of European citizens continued to be treated as second-class citizens.
I can read.
So right here. Now I gotta find out. Right there, please. In that area. Read. And now I gotta find your
Throughout
answer
the
sheet.
1930s and 1940s, Robeson
You must have the answer sheet.
was lionized. Whenever he went, tens of thousands of people attended his concerts. However, after World War II, Robeson was deeply disturbed by the unfair treatment that he saw in his own country. Returning African American soldiers who had fought for the freedom of European citizens continued to be treated as second-class citizens.
Okay, so we reproached the United States for treating soldiers like second-class citizens.
Okay. Where is it?
I don't know.
Found it.
Okay.
He what?
What's the question? You reproach the United States
Yeah.
because of how they treat returning soldiers. African American soldiers. Excuse me. They kind of treat them like crap anyway. But
Imagine a native who had like really big hair and stuff. I'm wearing one of those tiny hats. It looks like it would look like one of those burger joint hats that people wear.
mm-hmm.
So like natives like those big hair. I forgot they cut the hair though.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even need to be able to tell there's a native there. There was this creepy video that has something to do with the soldiers in war, and it was like the soldiers before and after war.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed this guy who looked perfectly young, like not like me, but like a little bit older. He was about like 17. But then it showed him like his corpse, like his mummified corpse after the war. And I'm like, I went back and I'm like trying to compare them to, and I'm like, how's it even happen? It showed another one, and and then it showed before the war, perfectly normal, nothing happened. After the war, really skinny, arm somehow bent. His arm was somehow bent. Like you held it underwater and then you somehow melted it the way you wanted it to, without your bones snapping. How does that happen?
Have you seen like how they have like good fresh faces, and then even just after like a couple of years, they have really dark circles that look like way older?
Yes.
It's crazy. It's not right. The faces of war.
I got freaked out because I looked and I'm like, okay, that guy looks nice. Please don't tell me anything bad. Something bad happened to him. I feel
Going
so
to
bad.
go to war, it's best to die in it. I mean,
I would jump off.
like,
I'm done
it's just, I don't know, to carry that back with you and be such a burden to your family and stuff and society. I don't know. To live with those nightmares.
Yeah, I think I'd rather die.
Yeah, just go to war. If you're gonna go to war, plan on dying.
And the guy who had like the bent arm weirdly and stuff, he looked like Golem. He was like,
I was gonna say, yeah, you've seen like the shell shock stuff. Like, did you see the guy in the trenches? And he's just got this like crazy look on his face. He's like just smiling, and they called it shell shock, which is like a PTSD symptom.
so they smile?
Well, it's just like, I guess you probably have to go deep inside yourself and find some old repressed happy memory and just cling to it, and that's what just sticks, and it's like a looping behavior. So you're not really conscious of what's going on around you, but you've got this thing going on in your head. And it's just makes him go crazy. I mean, the Joker, he was smiling all the time too. He was crazy.
Yeah.
Pain.
People become so skinny during war.
I know.
Hate it. All right, question number 2. Why didn't Robeson practice law for very long? Because they chased him away, didn't he? Didn't they?
Well, it was still kind of tentative to have an African American lawyer, so we figured that it wasn't going to be very efficient as a lawyer, effective as a lawyer.
We have to use a spelling word. So
Okay.
surpass,
No, that means to go above and beyond.
vilify.
Yeah, that might work.
What's it mean again?
To slander, to make somebody look to be bad.
Oh yeah, they vilified him.
They thought that he would be vilified. He never really got the chance. It was just a career move. Good to know the law and have the degree, though. It's like kind of that.
I'll never be a lawyer.
I think you should. I think you should go and at least get some sort of a law degree because then you have it to protect yourself in what we do here.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean you have to practice. It doesn't mean you have to do it for other people.
I'm just gonna get a piece of paper. Apparently, that tells people what I am.
Yeah, basically.
I'm like this. I rip a piece of paper off, laminate it. I'm
I'm a lawyer.
This says lawyer. Go into a McDonald's. Put a name tag right here saying McDonald's. Hi.
I work here. It's
I'm
okay.
at McDonald's. Okay.
I'm the manager. I can go in the back.
Ow. It works. Try it.
Doctor.
Yeah. I'm a doctor. No. What would I eat? What did the rapport between Robeson and his admirers change during the 1950s?
They grew very cold toward him.
So that would be what spelling word?
He felt alienated.
Okay.
They alienated him. Something like that.
Alienated.
I like our ClassTyme because we talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Related to the subject.
And real quick, how I said the name tag thing on your shoulder?
Uh-huh.
You know where I learned that from?
Huh.
There was a Crazy Mario Bros. Video, and it was where they were trying to sneak into the theaters because there's no more room to see.
Oh.
So the guy kept kicking them out, and Bowser said to put a bunch of name tags called theater on their theater worker on their name tag, and put it on them. It didn't work.
Oh.
Anyway, how does the passage illustrate that news reporters wanted to destroy Robson's reputation? Surpass? Wait, no. Yeah. Above and beyond. Surpass. Oh.
Wait, tell me what you're going to say, though.
How does the passage illustrate the news reporters wanted to destroy the Robson's reputation?
No.
So surpass then.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Surpass us to go above and beyond.
Yeah, they went above and beyond to go ruin his reputation.
Oh, maybe. Let me see. It says something about it in the passage there. It says, right? Which is...
Math.
What's the word?
Surpass.
What are they talking about?
How did news reporters want to destroy Robson's reputation?
Okay, he was vilified in the press as a communist because of political beliefs.
But I already used vilify.
Hold on, I know, but I don't... Okay, let me see the question. So yeah, Robeson was vilified in the press as a communist.
So I have to read.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Just chill, dude. Just chill.
I like that one guy from Marines.
He ruined that whole scene. Whoever you are, guy, if you're watching this, you ruined that scene. You played an elf in the opening sequence of Lord of the Rings, and everybody else looks like they're being blown by wind, and you look like you're underwater. You ruined it for me.
So they vilified him?
In the press. As a communist. And you can put that in quotes because...
They
Well, no.
vilified
Well, no, you can't now.
Robson as a communist?
Yeah.
Who's vilified me again?
Remember to make somebody look out to be bad. So what was that one on?
Why did Robson practice law for very long?
Okay, so this is going to be on the first part of that. Do you have it?
No,
Oh, I do, I do.
I have math.
Okay.
We'll go. Why would it be inaccurate to describe Robson's father as gullible? Because he.
Okay, so it says he was hired by a white law firm in New York City, but the pervasive racism he encountered led him to abandon that career.
Pervasive?
He believed he would be prevented from working effectively as a lawyer.
So he was prevented? What's the word there?
Pervasive racism. What are you supposed to use there?
Let me see.
Are you supposed to use a spelling word?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes. Survival. What does survival mean again, real quick?
Mellow.
Recant? What's recant mean? Oh, a hindrance.
Ah, there you go.
What was a hindrance again?
Racism. Is your bass plushie okay? Because I don't know if the other one fell.
Hold on.
I just saw it in the live here.
Right here. My bass is right here, so it's my Ferroni.
Oh, okay. I saw him in there.
That's my Anubis. My good Anubis.
Okay, so.
My last question. The last
And
question.
I think we have to go back to one. Right, we should be able to figure it out by then, right?
What might Robson's father have thought of his son's accomplishments? Spelling word too.
You have to use the spelling word.
Can I see my spelling word this up? Now I have the hindrance gone. Another ones we have is we can't survive and surpass.
You think that he surpassed his expectations?
Yeah. What was one objective that could not be used to describe Robson? Explain. Survival, right?
Yeah, I guess so, because he wasn't very mild-mannered. He got things done. I would say he was humble, though, so I don't know. That kind of...
This is the last word we have. Or we can't.
No, but that means just to withdraw something or change your mind.
Survival
I don't see how
because...
that would fit.
Survival because what?
He was politically aggressive.
Sure.
I don't know how else to say it.
There.
Alrighty, so
That was 50 minutes.
perfect.
That was wait a minute again because then it'll be 50 minutes.
Alright, so while we're waiting, we'll say this. Don't confuse forbear, which is a verb in which the accent falls on the second syllable, with forbear, which is a noun and the accent falls on both syllables. It means an ancestor. Forbear into forbear. No one ever said the English language was simple or logical. The adjective gullible is formed from the verb and noun from gull. To gull is to deceive or trick that person. Someone who is easily deceived is a gull.
Me.
Both verb and noun forms are passing out of use, but they're still on the people capable of being easily deceived to keep the adjective current. You're a gull. All right, everybody. That's it for spelling. I think we're actually done for the week. So
Yeah, halfway through the week and we're already.
yeah, but there's a bunch of other stuff we gotta do. So alrighty.
Thank you everybody for watching. So does the cat say that too? And
Are you done?
yes.
I need the top page there so I can put this back together.